Welcome to IQD Dinar News, your go-to source for the latest updates on currency exchange rates, revaluation news, and insights into the Iraqi dinar. Stay informed and ahead of the curve with our timely analysis and breaking developments. The statement expected window were broken bar 11th through the 15th. Seems to refer to a specific time frame in which something important is anticipated to happen. In the context of your YouTube channel IQD Dinar News, this likely pertains to a key period for a potential change, event, or announcement regarding the Iraqi dinar, IQD, or a related currency topic. The exact nature of this window may depend on what your audience is looking for, or whether it's news of a revaluation, a change in exchange rates, or other financial developments that could impact the IQD. When discussing an expected window, especially with specific dates like the 11th through the 15th, it typically suggests that predictions, analyses, or insider information point to these days as a period of high significance. For example, in financial markets, there are often anticipated time frames when certain events are expected, such as government policy announcements, central bank decisions, or economic reports that could influence currency values. If we were to relate this to the IQD, it might refer to the potential for an official change in the currency's exchange rate, which would draw the attention of currency traders, investors, and those holding dinars, all of whom are awaiting such changes. It's important to understand why a specific window, like the 11th through the 15th, would be significant. This may come from several different factors. First, it could be based on the timing of external events. Perhaps a central bank meeting is scheduled, where key monetary policies will be discussed or announced. Decisions made at such meetings often have a profound effect on currency values, especially for currencies that are closely watched for revaluation like the IQD. Another reason for this time frame could be linked to economic indicators. For instance, the release of a country's GDP data, inflation rates, or employment figures can dramatically influence the perceived strength of a currency. Investors often speculate on how these indicators will affect monetary policy or the broader economic outlook, which can lead to fluctuations in the currency's value. If people are talking about an expected window for the IQD, it's possible that key economic data for Iraq or global markets is set to be released around this time, and the community following IQD is speculating that this might lead to a revaluation or adjustment of its value. In addition to these possibilities, there may also be political factors at play. Political decisions, both within Iraq and in the international sphere, can significantly impact the currency markets. If the dates from the 11th through the 15th correspond with important political milestones such as elections, the passing of legislation, or agreements with international organizations, then these events could prompt speculation about changes in the IQD's status. For example, if Iraq were to reach a new agreement with the International Monetary Fund, IMF, or another global financial institution, this could be seen as a sign of stability and economic reform, potentially boosting confidence in the Iraqi dinar. The concept of an expected window in currency speculation can also be driven by rumors, insider information, or predictions from analysts. Often, currency traders and investors will share tips or predictions based on their interpretation of market trends, geopolitical events, or government actions. In some cases, this information is credible, while in other cases, it may simply be speculation. However, when enough people begin to focus on a particular time frame, it can create a self-fulfilling prophecy, with traders making moves based on the belief that something will happen during that period, which can in turn cause fluctuations in the market. It's also worth noting that currency markets are highly sensitive to market psychology. Even in the absence of concrete news or events, the perception that something significant is about to happen can lead to increased volatility. Traders may start buying or selling currency based on their expectations for the 11th through the 15th, which can cause the IQD to fluctuate even before any actual news is released. This is a phenomenon often seen in financial markets. Prices move in anticipation of an event, rather than in response to the event itself. Furthermore, an expected window for a revaluation or significant movement in currency value could be based on historical trends. Some currencies experience seasonal patterns or show predictable responses to certain types of economic or political events. If the IQD or related currencies have shown similar patterns in the past, traders and analysts may expect history to repeat itself, thus identifying specific dates as being more likely for important movements. This window could also be informed by broader global market conditions. The value of the IQD doesn't exist in isolation. It's influenced by factors such as oil prices, since Iraq is a major oil producer, global economic conditions, and the value of other currencies, particularly the US dollar. If there is an expectation of major shifts in global markets during this time, perhaps related to oil prices or US Federal Reserve decisions, this could also impact the IQD. For instance, if the US dollar is expected to weaken or strengthen during this period, it could create ripple effects that impact the exchange rate for the IQD. Additionally, there may be local developments within Iraq that could be driving speculation about this time frame. Iraq's government and central bank have made various efforts over the years to stabilize and strengthen the dinar, and announcements of reforms, policy changes, or economic initiatives could all contribute to the belief that the 11th through the 15th is an important period. It's possible that recent developments in Iraq's financial policies, efforts to attract foreign investment, or plans for currency reform have led to speculation that a revaluation might occur in this window. For those following the IQD closely, the concept of an expected window often generates excitement and anticipation. Investors and currency speculators may use this time to position themselves in the market, hoping to capitalize on potential changes in the currency's value. It's common in these situations for forums, social media groups, and other communities to be buzzing with activity as people share predictions, tips, and information about what they believe is going to happen. However, it's also important to approach these expectations with caution. The currency markets can be unpredictable, and while there may be good reasons to believe that something significant will happen between the 11th and the 15th, there are no guarantees. Many factors can influence the timing and nature of events like a currency revaluation, and even if something is widely expected, it doesn't always materialize as predicted. For those who are heavily invested in the outcome, whether financially or emotionally, it can be challenging to manage the uncertainty surrounding an expected window like this. It's easy to get caught up in the excitement and speculation, but it's important to stay grounded and remember that market movements can be complex and influenced by a wide range of factors. Keeping a clear head and maintaining a balanced perspective can help navigate the ups and downs of this period, regardless of the outcome. In conclusion, the expected window from the 11th through the 15th likely refers to a key period during which many people believe significant events or changes might occur, particularly regarding the IQD. This expectation may be driven by a combination of factors, including external events, economic data releases, political developments, market psychology, historical trends, and global market conditions. While there is always a degree of uncertainty with such predictions, the anticipation surrounding these dates suggests that something significant may be on the horizon for those following the Iraqi dinar and related currency issues. Thanks for tuning in to IQD Dinar News. Don't forget to like, share,